Meow. Yeah, I see it.
You have to zoom in super hard.
Woo!
The picture of what?
Tempest.
Of Tempest.
Oh,
Get your
okay.
icon for it.
A little icon.
Oh, okay.
Look at him go.
Yes. That is an image that was in the book.
I'm gonna put this in Shardbringer OC. There you
Okay.
go. Bonk.
Those are
I'm
bones.
wondering what these bones, a grass hut, and a...
That was a friendly druid, question mark. Super powerful fae, question mark.
Yeah. Those
Okay.
are rust monsters.
Those are rust monsters, yeah.
Don't want to go there.
We have a collection of golems over here. There's a wolf pack. There's some kobolds. Hi, kobolds.
All right. But we're going to Tempest because we want to poke
Yes.
time.
The druid is quite proud of her collection of interesting things in and around her forest. She has so many things. Meanwhile, you guys go wandering up to Tempest, where surely nothing could go wrong. Literally nothing.
Okay, Duck. Some key rules. If you see yourself, you're not allowed to hug yourself at all.
What?
Do you want to explode?
She thinks. She looks down. And she looks up.
Only with love.
Well, then don't hug yourself. You can hug other people. You're just not allowed to hug yourself.
Floomp. And she is now hugged onto you.
Okay.
All right, I have started some otherworldly music. Aren't you happy?
It's pretty otherworldly.
Yeah.
It's between the planets.
Yeah, I feel that that's appropriate for Tempest.
All right, so we probably want to talk to one of whoever's running Tempest at the moment. I can't remember if it changes depending on how Tempest feels, or if it's the same person all the time.
Well, when you first walk in, there's always the last stop in there, which is considered the official dividing line between Tempest and not Tempest.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's always a lively place. If you want to regurgitate alcohol, you can give it a go.
I mean, who doesn't?
You never know, Duck. You might have already eaten tomato, and you just have to find one to regurgitate it. It's Tempest. I avoid the place as much as possible. It's a headache.
I, out of character, know nothing about this place. There's things...
It's fine. You can go in without any knowledge.
Oh.
As you're walking into the town, there is a set of 3 people who are facing you and are on the same lane as you, except they're walking backwards into town. And they seem to be totally alright with it. They're having a lively conversation, except you can't understand any of it because it's all backwards.
So that's the sort of stuff that happens here.
Duck tilts her head upside down.
Maybe if I turn my head upside down enough, I could understand them?
She turns her head upside down, all the way upside down.
One of them is like enjoying a treat, except, you know, they're slowly creating a ration bar.
Duck, laying on your back isn't going to help you understand them. I mean, you could try walking backwards and talking backwards. That might help.
And then she starts thinking. Think.
Wait, quack backwards still sounds like quack backwards.
And she thinks.
I've never tried.
Quack. Quack, 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 quack.
And she just starts like she's on her back and she's just like wiggling her hooves in the air, saying quack.
Okay, I'm just going to, at this point, pick you up and just balance you on my back as we go in.
Quack, 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 quack.
Generally speaking, I support this development because it is rather adorable.
I also at the meta level approve of this adorableness.
All right.
I also approve.
Duck feels very approved of.
Dun, 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 dun. It's Duck, 100% approved.
Quack, 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 quack.
And I hope you're ready, but I'm doing something just for you.
How dare you
Oh
do that?
no.
Because I love you.
Quack, quack, quack,
Well-
quack, quack.
There may or may not be quacks involved.
Yes.
That's how you know it's good.
That is the standard that we are setting for ourselves, right? It's true.
Do that. I am doing so many things you guys don't even understand. All right. So
No, that is correct. We emphatically do not understand.
now, as Duck is trying really, really hard to fit in, they emit a curious sound.
Uh-oh.
Those are literally reverse quacks.
Oh my gosh, that's epic. Yes, those are the sounds.
And one of the people in front of you like tilts their head and like smiles and says something, and you don't entirely understand it, Duck. But you get the impression that they seem to think that you're adorable.
And she smiles and as polite as she can, like you're listening to somebody who just doesn't speak the same language, but you could tell that they're probably being nice. She nods, but in reverse, so she starts down and then nods up and down. You know, like, does the best of that.
Amusingly, they echo pretty much the same thing, except they do it without trying.
And then she looks over.
Friendship gained, even in reverse.
Well, we can, if you want to try something, we can go to the end of the road, or we can visit it on the way out. But it's
and then the entire group like sharply turns, their butts going to the side as they all back into the that eatery I was telling you about.
the end of the road.
Yes, and they all park themselves around a table. Plump, plump, plump. And then one of them nods. Boy, it'll be great when we get back outside. The other one goes, "Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it?"
If you've not been here before, it's a good place to go to center yourself and pick up exactly how things work.
The bartender gives a bit of a nod. Yeah. The gent ain't wrong, she says, giving a bit of a nod. Besides, I'm one of the more stable people around here. I usually won't do anything that weird.
Yeah. Right step, is it?
And
He squeaks.
she shrugs her shoulders. Ain't the first time you've been confused about that, but that's okay. Won't be the last time either. Nice to see you. She waves. Wave, wave, wave.
How did you guys deal with the darkness, or at least I think somebody asked that before.
She points a hoof up into the air, although there's a roof in the way. And she goes, "Well, you don't see, the thing is, this is Tempest." And she wobbles her hoof in a wide circle. Tempest works on its own rules. I mean, as far as we're concerned, not much has changed.
Well, that's good.
I mean, the dark things didn't even try to come in here. Well, okay, a couple did. Even they didn't like it.
All right. Is there anyone who we could speak to in regards to time-related stuff?
She raises the brows like, "Oh, time stuff. Who would you talk? Anyone in here?" She throws out a hoof wide.
All right. Anyone who can deal with the side effects of 10 years time travel for non-residents of Tempest, and somebody who might have contact.
She puts a hoof to her chin. Tap, tap, tap. Was this because you came into Tempest and went back out the wrong time?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't involve Tempest at all. It involves Kara of all gods.
She squints. You sure you got it right? That doesn't come together at all.
Oh, the god that. Well, at least she was the god who said that she was Kara.
She gives a bit of a shrug. Whatever. I don't know much about gods. I mean, just keeping time straight's already hard enough.
Yeah. And if anyone is aware of the darkness side effects, and if they happen to know any locations of other cities.
Well, it sounds like what you need is a scholar. Now, here's the trick, she says, leaning in. People who study time a lot, they tend to get a little weird up here, she says, wobbling a hoof in a circle next to her head.
Well, it's no
There's
different
a lot
to
of
what
that
I've
going
already dealt
on.
with.
And she gives a shrug, and she slaps down a card. Here you go. They'll be there in... She frowns, and she glances over at the clock. I think they're moving in about a year?
Okay. So by the time we get to... I look at the road. Get to there, they probably have lived there 5 years.
And she gives a shrug. Yeah, something like that. And, you know, it can vary a bit. What, you think I'm a time scholar? No.
Yeah, I think she has no desire to go cuckoo.
Look, I just serve nice drinks. That's what I do. Some solid eats, things to keep you happy on the road.
So what kind of
I
Do
don't
nice
you
think-
drinks
have
do you have?
tomatoes?
She blinks. I have a couple of dishes that use tomatoes.
Can I take some?
She blinks. What, you want to play spaghetti to go?
Well, if you just got a whole tomato, that would be perfect.
She inclines her head. Why don't you just go to the market?
Well, I mean, tomatoes are a little hard to come by.
What
but
nice drinks
probably
do you have?
the one
Oh,
place-
nice drinks. We got beer, we got ale, we got whiskey.
And she raises her hoof.
Do you have anything without alcohol in it?
Well, yeah, of course we do. I mean, one of our local favorite is Tempest in a Teapot.
She blinks.
That sounds wonderful, and also very funny.
And, time. People like time tea.
She blinks, blinks,
That's
blinks,
it.
blinks.
What does that do?
She tilts her head. Tastes good?
You
I'll
have
take
sparkling grape
3.
cider?
Sparkling, great.
Sparkling
She-
grape cider?
She is tapping her chin. Look, I'm only allowed to have sparkling on demand during certain time periods, and just looking at you, I can tell you're not from one of those time periods. So I can't serve that. Sorry. And she shrugs.
You have normal grape cider then.
Yeah, sure, no problem. She ducks down. She comes up with a glass filled with grape goodness. Dee-dee-dee.
Duck is sliding her exactly however much her pricing sheet probably says for a cup of time tea. Slide.
And over comes a saucer with a very fancy little cup filled with the tea.
And she holds it as fancily as she can and presents it to the party.
And
it's really
how
fancy.
much?
Yes.
And
that's
how
it.
much for a plate of dinner rolls to go with my cider?
Rolls? Oh yeah, we got a couple of those. She ducks down. She pulls out. And I will point out, everything she pulls out looks like it was just came out of the oven.
Yeah.
The moment
it is like the freshest stuff possible. Also, there's your time too.
Duck is eyeing those rolls, she spotted bread.
Do you see the picture?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what time tea looks like.
So, yeah.
Fancy.
So, how much for the grape cider and how much for the rolls?
And she smiles. Well, you're new in town. It's your first time, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, then don't even worry about it, she says, waving a hoof. Just a little hospitality, so you know you're welcome around here.
Hmm.
But next time you gotta pay.
Duck blinks and she gives them a hug as best she can over the counter. Hug.
She pats
Yes.
you awkwardly on the head. Pat, pat, pat.
And And she thinks.
All right.
And then she like does a reverse hug. You know, customarily of the place.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a hug as well.
She squints at you when you attempt a reverse hug, and she goes, "Nah, you need to be around here a little longer before you start trying to imitate us like that."
Well, she got her quacks down well.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And she starts. And she's spinning in circles while she does it. Specifically counterclockwise. Because the time T has had an influence on her, let me tell you.
And she inclines her head a little bit. Huh. Maybe you're a natural. You planning on hanging around?
I'm not a natural friend, I'm a duck.
And she does it again. Spins the other way now.
She gives a shrug. Well, I suppose there's something to that. Ducks ain't natural.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah. Gonna
You can't
do my
argue with
rolls and
her.
drink my cider, but after I finish, I'm gonna hug her.
Boy, this sure is an affectionate lot, ain't it?
yes,
Must-
they
Oh, just the two of them.
well, right step. I thank you for your hospitality and your guidance.
She inclines her head. Well, I mean, if you're looking for more people to hug, you should really check out the Carnival. They'll hug anything that's moving. Sometimes things that aren't moving.
Where?
Oh, we'll go to the carnival after we've dealt with our business. But yes, this place is literally in a constant carnival.
She gives a bit of a nod. If you go far enough, you'll hear them. They're not quiet.
The attention span of an actual duck. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, right, Steph. Right step. Hopefully, I'll catch you in the future, past, present, whenever.
She gives a shrug. Don't even worry about it. I'll see you when I see you. Maybe I already did.
Probably have.
Smirks. It's usually best just to assume that everybody you meet probably met you before.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're polite and they try to pretend they didn't.
All right. Well, I'll take the business card and see
You
that
have gained a business card.
Yay! I'd see
Yay.
everybody has finished drinks. Oh God.
I mean, you should not be surprised when that song plays. Whenever I say you get insert thing here.
All right, guys.
But yes, everybody has enjoyed their little piece of Tempest.
Yay!
Let's head towards the.
It tastes so familiar. You swear you've had this before.
Duck seems to be
If
thinking.
any place is going to give you, that sense, I feel like Tempest is kind of it.
Duck seems to be thinking really hard.
Hey, no smoking in here.
Think. Thinks even harder.
All right. Well,
She's
Come on,
having a
Miss Pinky.
big. She's having a big think.
She's having the biggest think right now.
well, come along, Miss Finky. We'll you can think on the route.
And she stays looking suspiciously thinking the entire time. She follows right behind Steel.
And you advance into the city of Doom.
Yes, and her wings are like doing like the thinking emoji thing the entire time.
Pretty well.
All right. Well, unless there's any objections, I will take everybody to the address on the business card.
No objections.
You are walking along. A small pony suddenly wanders in front of you, and their eyes grow wide, and they rush up towards Duck.
Think. And she's thinking still.
Yes.
How small is
Is
a
it-
small pony?
Yes, that was the question.
It looks like a foal.
Is it another short leg?
And
She
they're
considers.
pretty small. They are kind of shaped a bit oddly, but they're not colored in the standard way. They're colored kind of bluish on the top and white on the bottom.
And she considers this small one. And she smiles again.
Hello.
I found you! He says really excitedly.
And she blinks, blink, blink, blink.
Oh gosh.
And she kind of sits down.
I didn't even know I was hiding.
And the little boy looks over at Steel. Ooh, and Dad, you're here too! Yay!
Oh, now she's really doing a big think.
They throw their hooves up in the air.
No,
I
this is
will
entry
hug them and smile. Yeah, we're both here.
What?
He bobs his head. I've been looking for you two forever. Where are you hiding?
What? What?
Poof. And she's just like kind of speechless. She doesn't know what to say.
The small pony leans towards Steel. Mom fainted again.
I know. Did we
More
explain
overload.
did
More
we explain
overloaded.
to you how Tempest works?
I mean, the character, like the player, and I'm pretty sure that that neither myself nor my character really knows about Tempest other than we can find help for a problem here.
Yeah, well, this is
find a lot of
Tempest
things here.
Did we explain how Tempest worked and the side effects you can have here?
Side
If you
effects
didn't,
include dry mouth,
didn't see it
dizziness,
written down.
temporal paradox.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, David.
I said side effects include dizziness, dry mouth, temporal paradox.
Is that what he's saying, or?
No, I was just telling you what the side effects are of being a Tempest.
Duck kind of blinks open, blink, 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 as she kind of opens her eyes. And she sees Steel. She goes,
Oh gosh. I just had the weirdest dream.
You're probably still having it.
and she sees the little filly again.
Oh my gosh.
It is. I should point out that is a cult. Yes.
Cult, yes.
Also, I have shown you what they look like if they were a bird, which they're not. They're a pony, but they're not because they're obviously a bird.
Absolutely adorable.
Did we explain to you how Tempest works? So I'm about to. I don't want to explain something that we haven't already explained.
If you have explained how Tempest works, it was not written down, and I didn't hear it.
I'm talking to my future self.
You're talking to the child?
Yeah.
Oh. He tilts his head. No, I was just following you guys, and then I got lost. But then I found you again. He looks really happy.
Well, okay. Well, I look towards that and go, okay, you're still unconscious.
Oh, no. She's like riding herself. And oh my gosh, she has the biggest smile. You don't even understand. She's like, she's starting to like vibrate in place.
Well, we need to get some stuff done. It might be a little bit boring, but if you want to stick with us. But if you see us elsewhere, then those future selves might be doing something different, which is more exciting.
Yeah. He blinks, looking just a little confused. Okay.
Zoom, and she's hugging. Hug.
Mom, not again.
Oh my
He says as if you had like already hugged him a bajillion times before.
She's just like having the best time ever.
Hey,
Right.
is it okay?
doesn't-
Is it okay if I give your son head pets?
Let's try to be praised.
I feel like she's probably a little too excited to notice much.
I don't think you better get past Duck at this point.
Duck, Steel, is it okay if I give your son head pets?
Him.
I don't know. I've always been a bit weird about humans patting us on the head. It's a bit odd.
I personally strongly support being patted on the head. I think it is friendly and affectionate.
With a subtlety not requiring a perception score, you hear a...
Oh.
I heard
You
you
hear
hear
what?
and then I heard a Discord joining sound. So I don't think that's exactly what we heard.
I mean, maybe. But, so you look over and you see Duck, but it's specifically an older Duck. And she is gesturing at the young one. Swallow! Swallow, come over here! Come on, Swallow! Come on!
And she tries to think. Think.
No.
She,
Remember, Duck. You can't. Remember, Duck. You must.
But unless you see another version of me, that's the only person you can hug.
and she like, oh my gosh, it's like it's hard. You could tell, and she kind of opens her clothes a little bit.
Oh.
So Swallow turns in place, looking over at Mommy Dearest. Oh yeah, I forgot all your wrinkles. And then he just goes trotting over. Mind you, she doesn't look that much older. She looks like maybe a couple of years older.
Oh my gosh,
So
she kind of.
that was maybe not a nice thing for him to have said, but he said it.
She kind of like just like really quickly skitters like under Steel and kind of tugs at her ears and pulls her head down.
Does it look like there's any more children, or was it just that one?
It appears to be just that one, but that just tells you there's only one in the area.
This is true.
But once Duck is properly reunited with Swallow, they walk off together looking quite happy. And Swallow appears to be eagerly explaining what just happened. Oh, I saw past you. Mm-hmm. And she was just as nice as you. Mm-hmm. And she hugged me. Oh, that does sound like something I do.
I have a sense. I don't know why, but I have a sense that that is not the only child you have.
What? Well,
And she just
Or
like,
you will have.
She just like she's like closing her eyes. She's like doing everything in her mental willpower not to go leap at hugging things right now.
Well, I will just pick up Duck and give her a big hug and go, come on, you. We've still got work to do. And place her on my back.
this is real.
As it's clear,
Yes, it is very real. At least I think it's real. I'm not entirely certain.
Is it really real?
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and hug Silver because I'm jealous and I want somebody to hug too.
Let's try
So-
to praise.
Having been well trained by Duck, Silver immediately hugs back.
Alright.
oh dear.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's.
There.
Given that it's
I see the
That's
party's all
epic.
good.
I think David is going to love this new thing a little too much.
Do it. Undo it, damn you. There.
Okay.
So now I have to fix your size. It actually shrunk you. I was like, no, that's not what I
Is
meant.
Swallow an African swallow or a European swallow?
Asking that question is how you get thrown off bridges.
Yeah. All right, let's complete the mission.
Right, so you advance forwards, following the signposts as best you can. Oh God, give me a reflex.
I do for my sheet. I wasn't expecting reflex.
I mean, I could just do that.
That one, I already rolled it now.
Well, fine, just show off. As a strange contraption goes barreling through the area. Oh no! Silver, is that your final answer? Just checking.
I have no idea. Because this is such a weird session that I don't know if it is dangerous to use up all my hero points at the moment.
I mean, if Tempest leaves you dizzy and uncertain, Tempest is doing his job.
Okay, well, it's my final answer.
All right, then a strange carriage that has no horses just barrels into you. The person who is driving it does seem surprised and does something, and it comes to a screeching halt, and you slide to the ground. Boom, ow.
That was distinctly
Automobile, right?
That was distinctly uncomfortable.
And that is the damage.
Ooh,
Oh, what was the DC?
I think we're
No,
fine.
you did fine.
Oh.
Only one of you failed to go sidestep. Or possibly jump.
Well, I don't know if it will allow me to apply the damage without me having a token on the map, but I will find out.
I feel like it. No. Oh no, you've stolen all the food from the party.
Oh no,
You monster.
we're unconscious.
Us gets damaged for 22.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you had to adjust your sheet directly in this case.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, I could move you guys over to the random encounter map just so that you have tokens.
No, dude, I just
No,
wanted
it's too
to
late.
see
I already
if-
did it.
Okay,
Did
well,
it. It's a thing. Just so you guys have tokens. Yay, tokens. See, look at those tokens. I mean, we're probably not going to use the
I'm
map much,
guessing
but
at 33 is a crit success on the save.
yeah, you did fine. I mean, that's not a crit success, but it is a success. And this was a success for no damage kind of a thing. Either you got out of the way or you did not get out of the way.
I
I
was not
probably
particularly
stop
comfortable.
the combat music. Stop that. It's not a fight. Come on.
Are you right there, Silver?
No, but I'll be right. I'll be right as rain in a bit.
I'll let you guys know it was a good thing you reminded me not to go hug myself, because out of character I kind of forgot to.
Nice.
I was like, oh yeah, huh, I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that could have gotten a little awkward.
Yeah. It's fine.
Tempest has a few rules.
To the floor.
Anyway, the driver leans off to the side. Oh, sorry about that, miss. You all right?
I will be. Don't worry about it.
And he nods. Well, hopefully that'll be the last time. Well, you were all right the last time. He shrugs and drives off.
I'm pleased to hear. Wait, you've hit me before?
Get his license plate number.
Oh, like they have those.
Yeah.
I am gonna write down that license plate number.
He doesn't have a license plate. I mean, that was an old-timey car. They didn't have license plates.
Oh, if he did.
Because you didn't need a license for that track.
Yeah. When the road path turns into this weird black stuff, it's best to get off it, because then weird contraptions like that suddenly appear.
There is a pony wielding newspapers on both wings. Extra, extra! Find out what happened tomorrow.
I'm going to go and get a paper.
And he tilts his head. Then he frowns. Oh, mister, you got something odd about you. You should see a doctor about that.
Yeah, we're on our way to get that sorted.
And he points in the same direction you are trying to head to. I think he's in. Good luck with that. And he just flips you a paper and does not appear to be trying to collect any money.
Oh, okay. One newspaper gained from Tempest.
Newspaper, get!
I'm probably going to assume it's probably full of news from a time period I'm not currently in.
Well, here's the funny thing about this paper. It's like this paper was specifically designed to not cause paradox. So it actually has all sorts of news about all sorts of different times, but they're all so specific that if you didn't live in the time, it wouldn't make a difference. Like being a medieval person and having it talking in detail about Michael Jackson's various scandals. And it's like, okay, that's interesting, but means nothing.
Yes. So, Steve, what's going to happen tomorrow? I suppose.
I don't know. At least not for us. It's going to be a very bad day for this person. But
I'm deeply sorry to hear that. I'd say that I would contemplate sending them a get better card, but I don't know who they are, and I don't know how to get it to them.
yeah.
Do they have mail?
Well, probably know where we can post it.
Yes, probably.
Maybe the sending message might work, but I think we're stretching it. But anyway, we're getting distracted. We need to get to the doctor wizard person.
Ah, there you are.
Doctor Wizard person. You mean
says a
Dr. Roger
pony.
Bacon, right?
A pony is wandering up towards Steel. Ah, there you are. I didn't think I'd run into somebody so renowned.
Thank you. Maybe my future self, you might have run into at some point.
He suddenly looks really confused. Then he looks up and he looks at you. All right, so if you look up, what do you see? Says kind of squinting at you.
I look up. What do I say?
Well, you see the kind of dull sky that has eternal overcast, but is at least lit because you're inside the light area.
There you go. That's what you get.
Oh, sorry. He turns. He just kind of walks away.
Duck is still covering her eyes with her hose the entire time, saying,
It was so cute, oh my gosh.
Oh, this newspaper said something about a powerful scholar of the occult named Roger Bacon. I wonder who that is.
No contest clues are given. Not even one. If you don't already know who that is, man, good luck.
Well,
I know who Roger Bacon is.
I mean in character. If you don't already know who that is, the newspaper does not help you find out.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm guessing that must be somebody I've met in a different period of time that Tempest operates in.
And he's all, oh my gosh.
All right.
I think just broke.
You know what to name your future son.
Ah!
I mean, if you remember anyway.
you might have to type that to me. I think I might have missed it.
I typed it.
Nice.
Do you see it?
Yes.
That is also the kind of bird he looked like.
Yes. Oh, trust me, I've Yeah. Okay.
All right. We'll continue going unless something else jumps up and interacts with us.
The only thing that jumps up right in your path is the building you were looking for. Hey, look at that.
I'll give a quick knock on the door.
You knock on the door and you hear a voice go, "Why, it's open! Come on in!"
I open the door for everybody and let them in.
You are now entering what appears to be like a medical lobby, and there is a secretary behind the desk, and she's nodding at you. You have an appointment? Who are you here to see?
I haven't made an appointment yet, but I probably we'll make an appointment in the future, so we do have one for now.
She squints, and then she grabs this large book and she thumps it on the ground. But then she grabs another large book and puts it up with her hooves, and she starts nosing through it. From the future, from the future, from the future. What's your name?
Still Prism.
Steal. Here we are. It says you make an appointment. Right about now. All right, so come here. I need your detail.
Okay.
And she starts asking you all sorts of various facts. Name, gender, species, what time you're from. All the pertinence.
With time, the only answer I could think of is weird shadow plane incident time.
Oh, mid-shadow. She nods. Don't need too many from there. She makes little notes. Note. All right. I'm certain he'll see you in, She looks up at the clock and looks down at the book. Maybe a month or two? Go have a seat.
Okay.
Is everybody else just kind of chilling out, or?
Does everybody else sign in? Because at least
I'll sign as well.
Silver Rose and Duck, you two definitely need to.
Yeah, I'm also signing to join in the appointment because why not?
What's the appointment for again? Sorry, remind me.
It's because we're covered in weird time juice from the time travel incident.
Oh, okay.
And everybody seems to notice it. And
you smell of time travel.
Duck has become a fit of giggles. But she kind of rolls off. And she's super blushy now. She's like blush. Oh my gosh. And she goes over and she just very quickly scribbles her name. She does that in place kind of prancy thingy. Prance.
And then there is a call. Next. And she looks at her book. Which one's... She flips through. Oh, I hate this. This is the worst part of the entire job. Flip.
And I'm signing as well.
Flip. Oh, you. She points to this pony with a broken wing. Go on in. He smiles, trotting in. Trot. Grubhub, you are silly sometimes. Just to put that out there. Grubhub just texted me, hey, your order is ready to pick up. The order that I ate long before this game started. But, if I hadn't, it's ready to be picked up.
Well, you're in Tempest. What do you expect?
That feels very on point for Tempest. It's true. It's really true.
Oh, getting the notification your order is ready for something you picked up in the morning?
Yeah, basically. It's wait a second. Tempest?
Oh, dear.
A somewhat elderly pony comes trotting out with a huge old mustache, handlebar right across his face. And he spots the lot of you, and he tilts his head. Oh, you were certainly an interesting case. How did things go?
We haven't found out yet.
He blinks, squints. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your first time?
Yes. Well, yes.
Yes.
And he smiles. Well, if it makes you feel better, you'll be able to surprise me later when it's my first time.
Okay. That's... Okay.
He puts a hoof on his chest. Professor Timesworth, a pleasure to meet you.
Still Prism.
He nods.
I guess you already know that.
Oh yes, no, you introduced yourself to me before, and depending on which way you look at it, you'll have to do it again. Oh, welcome to Tempest, and he offers a hoof.
I will take his hoof and shake it.
The shaking begins as you press your hooves together and just kind of go up, down, up, down, up, down.
Well, I'm traveling with Silver Rose, Duck, and Moonwhisper today.
Oh, I already heard all of that. I've met you before, remember?
Oh, okay. So you've... Not that long ago. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we had the most captivating conversation. He's giving a soft nod. I was hoping, if I had seen you again, you might have had some new developments.
Sadly, hopefully you meet us for a third time. We might have some developments for you.
He gives a soft shrug. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you. And off he trots. I'll be back after lunch.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the secretary basically says that. Alrighty. She's scribbling. And then you hear a voice. Next! And it sounds like him in the back.
I think we just met the doctor as he walked out. Okay. I'll look over to the receptionist. Is that our appointment now?
Let me check, she says, looking extremely exasperated. I hate working here. Flip, 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 flip. Is Jeremiah here? And everybody, like, looks around. Jeremiah? Human? About this tall? She holds up a hoof. And one of them raises a hand. I don't think he's due for another couple years. And she squints. She squints so hard. Whatever, you're ready to go. Go in. She points to a lot of you.
Hi guys, time to meet the doctor for the first time.
They don't pay me enough.
But it's really the second.
And so you enter a comfy little doctor's room, and he is smiling at you behind that great big old mustache. It's looking a lot more frizzy than it was before, though. You're not sure at what point he decided to tame it, but he nods. Ah, hello there. Pleasure to meet you. And he holds out a hoof.
I will shake his hoof again.
Shake, shake, shake.
Hello. This is...
I'll offer him a hug instead of a shake.
He seems somewhat confused, but doesn't push you away. Now, I hope you do understand that this is a place to have time therapy, not relationship therapy.
Well, we're not after relationship therapy, but we are definitely after time therapy.
You say as somebody's literally hanging off of him.
I mean, we're just a very affectionate group.
Yeah, he shrugs his shoulders. Well, I've seen worse things.
Oh my gosh! How could I cry?
He inclines his head a little bit. So, how can... And then he stops, and he squints. He reaches a hoof into a pocket and pulls out a big old monocle. Puts it on his eye. Oh my, that is quite a severe case, he says, looking at the three of you who are time displaced.
Yes, as you can see...
that doesn't surprise me over much. The person who displaced us was not exactly being careful, I don't think.
He inclines his head. There are very few who do such things careful.
And yes, it seems while wherever we travel, numerous creatures seem to notice our odd effect. And
well, anything with any amount of affinity for how the flow of time goes would notice very quickly. Such as myself, he says, pointing at his own chest. Fascinating, fascinating. So, tell me, how far have you been displaced, and by what manner did it occur?
10 years.
And he sniffs. I mean, it smells like a decade, give or take.
Yes, about 10 years by the intervention of a goddess.
Ah, divine intervention. Ah, that has been known to cause quite the dramatic time shenanigans. Is this a loop? Are you aware if it's a loop? He says, waving a hoof at you like you should know.
No, I'm pretty sure we're on a linear path.
Well, good then. And nothing like a small ruined day to really get things screwed up, and he rolls his eyes.
At least we've not seen any signs that it's a loop.
And he nods. It's much more comfortable for most to have a life that has a beginning a middle, he says as he like moves his hooves, and an end. And they should come in that order. Now, us Tempites, he kind of pats himself on the chest with both hooves. Well, we get a little used to that. Beginning, middle, end, and as long as they're all in there somewhere, we get used to it.
Well, I think we bumped at least a gesture to Duck, who's still being herself. I know me and Duck have bumped into our middle, but so I'm pretty sure that probably means it's not looping around.
He lifts an ear. Oh, you didn't touch, did you?
Not ourselves, or
Excellent. Contact with other time distortions of yourself usually leads to violent reaction. It's not healthy for either party, really.
Yes, we were careful. I mean, we did touch. There was contact with a future relation, but that was it.
He shrugs his shoulders. Well, future relations, they're not you. So it usually doesn't cause the same immediate violent temporal collapse.
Anyway.
Collapse.
He gives a bit of a smile. What kind of relationship, if you don't mind me asking?
Our oldest son?
Oh, how lovely. But still, no matter how close your child is, they're not you. They will always deviate from what you think it should be. And isn't that half the charm?
Typically.
I suppose. But anyway, we're a little off subject here.
Yes, we're trying to treat you, not your other relatives. And he looks between the three of you strange time-displaced sorts. Now, there are a couple of ways we could do this. And there's the quick way and the safe way.
What's both options?
Well, the quick way, he points through a wall. You climb the clock tower, don't get erased, reach the top, and just give it a little twist. Just wind it back up. That will usually set things straight.
Okay.
It's nice, it's quick, it's a little dangerous.
The safe way?
Well, the safe way is also a little uncomfortable, but entirely safe, he says, raising a hoof. I just have to do a couple little temporal procedures on you. And he smiles. On the plus side, it won't hurt now. I mean, maybe later, maybe it already did hurt. It gets a little fuzzy. But it won't hurt right now.
So we've got safe but painful and not safe but quick.
Yeah, he nods. Exactly that. See, the thing is, he's like wobbling his hooves. To do it my way, I have to cause a bit of distortions, and they will be uncomfortable for at least half as long as the distortion itself. So you're looking at 5 years of discomfort before and or after, possibly a mix, most likely a mix.
I look towards you, Silver and Duck, as they're also suffering from time sickness, which is call it that.
As good a name as any.
Personally, I'm not one for pain.
Silver, I heard you trying to say something.
Yeah. She would say, I believe, can't be sure, but I am relatively certain that I am opposed to being in pain for a decade.
No, only half a decade.
Well, 10 years. It would.
Half of that, he says, moving his hooves closer together.
5.
Anyway.
Hey, what's a time scholar without being specific?
I am reasonably certain that I would not like to be in pain for that amount of time.
Well, then up the tower you go, he says with a firm nod. Now I'm going to hope things go well for you. As I mentioned, don't touch yourself. If you see a distortion in the air, don't walk through it. He starts tapping his toes together slowly as if he's like trying to think of advice to give. Oh, if you start moving backwards, go with it. Don't try to like turn around and just go the other way.
Okay. Alright. So don't touch distortions, don't go through one in the air, and walk backwards if you start walking backwards.
He nods. There you go. The more you're in the flow of time, the friendlier the tower gets.
Understood. Alright guys, who wants to go and wind up a clock tower?
And he looks over at you, Moon Whisper. You. Now, you seem to be a perfectly healthy individual. All your time points are in line. Man?
Yes, but I lack the awareness.
He inclines his head. Really, if you don't need to know, you're probably happier just not. But he smiles. Still, I was wondering, what brought you here? You just here to support your friends?
Yes.
And he gives a little cup clop. That's very kind of you. However, I would suggest that you not join in winding the clock. He tilts his head. You could accompany them to the top, but then stay back and let them handle that last part. As I mentioned, your time is already straightforward, and when somebody's time is already quite fit goes up there and does that, well, that's how you end up with new problems.
Alright.
And he smiles. You don't want to have to come back and talk to me again, do you?
Not at the moment.
You might have to take the painful route that time.
Well, do be careful.
Well, thank you for your prognosis.
He shouts out, "I'm gonna go get my. I want to go get that haircut I had planned." And he stands up and he just trots out of the room. Trot.
Duck might need to be picked up again, as she is now on her back, all curled up, and she is violently mood swinged into now being super crying, and then she's just kind of mumbling to herself.
Now I gotta wait.
Come on, you. We're going to go out into the streets and go to the clock tower. You never know. You might get one last chance to give them a hug.
Oh, here comes the doctor, circling his desk. Oh, it's you again, he says with a bit of a nod. His mustache appears to now be properly trimmed and set.
We're just about to head out to the clock tower.
Has it been so little time for you? And he shakes his head. Maybe it has something to do with your distortion. Well, when you get that fixed, do come in. I'd like to see what you look like with all that fuzz in the way.
All right. Well, we will get underway before we waste any more time. If you can.
Aha! That was a joke, wasn't it?
Maybe.
He sits back down. Floop.
Hi guys, let's go.
Well, good luck. Next.
All right. Take us to Crazy Clock Tower unless anything stops us on the way.
And so you hurry for the clock tower is not hard to find. It's the tallest building in the town. So it's like, oh yeah, that place. That thing that's really big. It juts up over everything. And so you are heading directly for the clock tower. However, you hear the sound of party.
I believe that's the carnival.
Oh my gosh.
She's just like looking like everywhere. She seems to be like fluctuating between crying at the fact that she's gonna have to wait now, and also super happy at the fact that Lishtata be praised. Oh, there's a number of emotions, let me tell you.
Duck, did you want to go to the carnival? Might cheer you up, or do you want to get the time thing fixed now?
Oh my
And then
gosh, that would
carnival later.
And she like sniffles.
that would be so nice.
Sniffle.
Was that to option 1 or option 2?
And then she kind of flumps it.
I don't know anymore.
Okay, let's get you that tomato.
She perks and she's
Are,
suddenly very
are,
happy.
are you looking for a market then?
Yes.
There is what appears to be a little outdoor market not that far away from where you are. And there are people buying things. The weird thing is that most people buying things are buying them with all sorts of different currency. Like one person hands over a strange card, and the other person takes the card and passes it back and says, "Here you go." Another person's like, rocks. Oh, those are good rocks. Here you go.
Those are good rocks.
Alright, well, I will find the nicest, juiciest looking tomato I can find.
You find the vegetable stand. Look at all those veggies. And there is this smiling mare standing beside it. Ooh, she squints a bit. That's odd. I can't tell. Oh! And she looks over at Moon Whisper. Are you with them?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Then I'll assume that they're from your time. And then she just kind of reaches and she starts knocking some fruit like out of sight.
Oh, I wanted to try that one.
Rules are rules, she says.
You can get timed. There can be temporal distortions from eating the wrong vegetable.
Wow.
We can't have people experiencing things that aren't from their time. That's just how it works.
As long as the tomatoes are there, it's all good.
Well, tomatoes do exist in your time. And she tilts her head, though most of them are kind of mealy, but I think they're getting better. She's like squinting at Moon Whisper specifically, but they're getting better.
Well.
Yep, I can give you these. And she ducks down. She comes up with a sack. And inside are perfectly acceptable tomatoes. They're not like super amazing, but they're acceptable.
Could I at least get like one special super like normal tomato? It's not for me, it's for Duck here. As I gesture towards Duck, who's currently sat on my back.
Oh my gosh, she gives the biggest eyes.
I really would like some tomatoes right now, miss.
She tilts her head. All right, have you ever tasted a proper tomato before?
And she goes really big.
Maybe like once or twice, but I've been having a lot of really, really weird cravings lately, and I just really want a tomato right now.
And she looks like she's about to cry again. Cry.
We have had proper tomatoes before. I gestured to myself this time doodaddy stuff happened.
Why are they
She
so
blinks.
red?
Oh, are you time travelers? He says, almost sounding incredulous, which might be out of place for somebody in Tempest being surprised by a time travel.
More or less, yes.
Oh, well, shoot, that changes everything. Well, what year are you from?
I will give the time and date of before the time travel craziness happened.
We're from the year of
Oh, well, that's
whacking
different.
tomatoes.
And she ducks down and she comes up with all sorts of different other fruit that were being grown in the Empire. Boop, 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 boop. Including this one incredibly perfect tomato. Poof.
Oh my gosh, her eyes set upon it.
Steel, it's as red as you are.
But she points at Moon Whisper. She can't eat that one.
Alright, that's fine. I will get the tomato for Duck and maybe a fruit which...
She holds out a hoof expectantly.
In comparison to how red steel is, how red is this tomato?
Oh my god. I'm not sure how to... How do I... Yeah.
It is.
Steel is
it is
pretty
the
damn
reddest-
red. So
It is the reddest thing that is physically possible.
I will assume that it is a steel red tomato.
Oh, then let me tell you, she's looking at this tomato like she looks at steel.
I mean, that's unwholesome.
No. Take it back, Listana. Take it back. No, she's like her eyes are going big and her pupils.
But yes, the
Very
salesperson still has a hoof out towards Steel.
Yeah, and I will also get a fruit which I haven't had in a while, and ask him how much is it.
You get an avocado. Boop.
Yay.
Avocado. Thanks.
How much would that be?
She blinks a little bit. What, you don't know how much fruits are?
Well, for you, I've got copper, silver, gold, depending on the cost.
She gives a bit of a shrug. Look, I'm not that worried about what time your money's from, as long as it's the right amount of money.
I will give them 1 silver piece.
You all have a nice day, she says with a happy smile.
Excellent.
Gimme.
And give Duck the tomato.
Ah!
And she holds it up in the air
Any good
triumphantly.
fruits from back? There's any good fruits from back then?
Moon Whisper,
Yes.
you have a bag shoved against you. Bag.
Kind of bag.
Peeking in the bag, you see a bunch of grapes.
Duck looks over.
Got any grapes?
The salesperson is already
bag of
like
grapes.
looking away as if they had nothing to do with the mysterious appearance of that bag.
Is there a price tag on this bag?
No. She's
I think
specifically not looking at you.
I think you've just been given.
Yes, we'll pick up this bag and move on.
There we
You
go.
have gained grapes.
Yes.
Duck is looking at this tomato with the biggest eyes, and then she starts nibbling on it, and then she
Nom,
starts crying
nom,
again.
Oh my gosh.
Sob, nom, nom, sob.
All right. With 1 tomato gained, let's get to this clock tower.
Oh, she's absolutely sobbing now.
Well, I would have liked to see if they had any good apples.
Oh, we have all sorts of apples, she says.
Oh, good.
The question is only what kind of apple you want.
Do you have any green apples? I think the variety is called Granny Smith.
Oh, sure, we got all sorts of different grannies. And then she pauses. Wait, no, you're from... Okay, no, we only have one grandma.
I always like pink
What?
lady myself.
Nothing, don't worry about it. She puts down a Granny Smith apple. Boop.
And Silver gives her a and Silver kind of shows her coin pouch and gives her a gold coin instead.
She blinks.
Have a nice
Now,
day.
I appreciate a good sentiment, but ain't this a bit much for just one apple?
I mean,
Perhaps so, but
I mean, shoot, did you just
especially
want a
not very
bag of them?
chocolate. That would be delightful.
Down she goes, and up she comes with a great big old duffel bag of Granny apples. Here you go.
Thank you
I-
very much.
Won't have people calling me a thief.
Don't imagine anyone would, but I understand the concern.
Well, if I start just accepting gold pieces for one apple, come on. Anyway, you enjoy.
Thank you.
And you are now burdened with apples. Oh, God. Apples for days.
all the apples and tomatoes and grapes. Oh my.
Only one tomato.
Only one.
One tomato, a whole bunch of grapes.
She's just crying as she nibbles this tomato and eats
No.
it and just
It's so
No.
good.
Yeah,
Duck,
you
Duck, are you
see
quite
Moon
alright?
Whisperer eating grapes as she walks.
and she blinks up.
What? What do you mean?
You seem kind of sad.
What? No, I'm perfectly happy.
And she smiles and she looks really happy.
So happy.
Oh, all right.
She's just having a range of emotions at the moment.
You hear a loud quack from above you.
And she
I
looks
allowed
up.
what?
Quack!
Where?
Quickly
When
turn
you,
around and
when you look up and squint, you can see Duck flying out of the clock tower. A great explosion erupting from behind them, and Duck flies away. The explosion contracts, and the tower is just back where it started.
Oh boy,
What?
Duck, your powers are truly incredible.
What?
well,
She looks down at her tomato.
Did I do that?
we'll find out.
Oh no.
I hope it's. Oh dear. All right, we're near the tower. We're gonna go and find out how it explodes and how Duck goes flying out of it.
I mean, if it helps, it looked like Duck was just flying away as opposed to like being caught in the fireball.
Ah, that's good. Or does it look like somebody threw her out of the tower?
I mean, that's hard to tell. All you saw was a duck flying and explosion.
Understood.
Explosions!
Yay!
Do you have any idea how
Explosion!
much our special effects budget gets burned to these things? Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go and find the entrance to this clock tower and hope for the best.
Bakaritsu, explosion!
You circle around the tower and find what looks to be like a really modest maintenance door. It's like nothing special at all. It's got a knob.
Is it
All right
locked?
then. I'll turn the handle with my magic and see if it opens.
Click, creak. It is now open. You can feel a spring trying to pull it shut.
Oh, well, in we go, guys. I will. If it's dark, I will light my horn.
It looks pretty dark in there.
I will light my horn then.
Click.
In we go, I suppose. Stick
Yes.
relatively close together.
You brave fool. So you walk in there, and the first thing you notice is, holy crap, there's like no stair or ladder that goes straight to where you're trying to go to. There's just gears. 3 bajillion gears.
Oh,
Spinning,
this is-
grinding.
Oh, Clockwork Palace of Concordia. Oh, yay.
a what?
Is this a jumping puzzle?
Yeah,
A
I'm
what?
sorry.
Well, at least
A
two
what?
of you guys can
A
fly.
jumping puzzle.
Something puzzle?
Jumping.
Oh,
Yeah. Basically, we've got a load of gears. There's no stairs, and it looks like we have to use the gears to get up. Unless you have wings like you and Duck. So perhaps.
I have a sense that they have. This tower has some means of preventing people from simply skipping the complexity of the gears.
Look at me. I mean, you don't see anything. You just see a lot of gears.
Well, I mean, you can, if you want to climb with us, by all means. But I mean, I would recommend wings.
I can jump, but I can't climb.
Well, that's fine. I can pull you up.
Thank you.
You might have to push me up though. Actually, I'll probably. Let me check see if I've got a grappling hook.
Oh boy, throwing grappling hooks in a bunch of moving gears. There's no way this
yes,
can go wrong.
Okay, good point.
This can go
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm trained in acrobatics, but not athletics.
Well, I'm training both apparently, so all good. All right, so I'm going to start the arduous task of climbing.
All right, give me that athletics check as you attempt to bob and jump and climb. Can do it, yeah. Oh God, apparently you can do it. You are climbing steadily.
Come on, guys.
Hey, nobody can stop you. That is not a critical success. Just to point out.
Okay.
But you are climbing. Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's not too difficult.
Well, Silver is Silver is more or less like, well, it's the only way to find out if it's quite.
Silver. Steel Prism. Can I ride your shoulders?
Well, the only person I would probably let ride would be Duck.
Unfortunately, I can't climb, and Duck can fly.
Duck is doing her best to both cling to Steel's back and just flap her wings lightly to try to help him have a little less weight to have to climb up. Flap, 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 flap. flap.
Since David had to go
Well, Moon Whisper, I could attempt to carry you. I could attempt to carry you.
That works.
Okay, well.
Very light, though. Only like 90 pounds, but yeah.
Oh, okay then. Anyway, Silver spreads her wings and then tries to kind of fly up.
I think David has run away. We're just waiting for him to return.
What?
How many bulk is that?
I don't know.
Because I suddenly looked and go, oh, we don't do weight anymore. We do light or bulk.
I think David had to go AFK for a second.
Yeah, he has.
Either way, it's halfway between the weight of a small creature and an average medium creature. Like, it's bigger than small, but lighter than most medium.
I was just trying to work out if you weighed more than or less than my 4-person tent.
Probably less. I probably weigh less than your 4-person tent.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did I miss anything?
No, we were waiting for you to return.
No. No waiting, only playing. Alright, so we have Steel climbing, and I think Silver wanted to try flying.
Well, yeah.
How are you flying?
With your wings.
With my wings.
I meant in what direction?
Up.
Just straight up?
Well, to the extent that that's possible, I don't know what's directly above me.
Lots of gears. So give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
So you attempt to not fly into gears. And still fly in the direction you want to go. Acrobatics, go!
This can only end in tears.
Well, it could end in laughter.
Oh, you are You are sure not trained in that.
No, I sure am not.
Ooh.
Which was, apparent from the last session in which I played Silver, where she fell off a balcony, or I think.
Alright, that was a thing. Anyway, I mean, I'm not forcing you to do these things. You keep doing these things.
Yeah, and I'm trained in acrobatics, but not athletics.
Alright, so, you don't crit fail. That doesn't mean you actually pass, but you didn't crit fail.
Anyway,
So, would it be
and
possible
Steel?
to use acrobatics to jump from gear to gear?
Okay. Hey, Steel.
Yep.
What is the you were trying to figure out what the bulk related stuff. How much bulk is your 4-person tent?
1.
Okay. So if we take 4 up to 40 to be a single bulk, then Moon Whisper is 2 bulk and some change.
Plus the bulk of whatever she's carrying.
I will point out they have a bulk chart for people based on their size.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it seems Moon Whisper just ninja her way up.
Yeah, Moon Whisper is indeed going jump, jump, jump. Everybody gotta jump, jump, jump. Since they're not up for the climbing thing, we're taking a slightly longer route, but they are jumping their way up there. Jumpity jump, jump, jumpity jump. However, the flying people are basically going, wow, I don't know how to get through there without my wings getting torn off, so maybe I don't want to do that.
How about, can I...
Well, it's almost like I called it.
If I throw down some rope and then pull you up, do you think, would that work without them being gearified?
You would need to give me a good perception check to find a spot where you could put down a rope and not have it gobbled up by a random gear. I mean, that was not blind, man.
Oh, of course, you got to do it blind, don't you?
Yes. Information gathering is blind.
I am sorry.
Well, I mean, it gets your reroll, so...
What? No. Okay.
You
Ignore
do
that.
private!
I'll get there eventually. There we go. It's done.
One day. Alright, I mean, you're pretty sure you have a spot. Looks decent. Yeah, that's a spot.
Alright, guys. I think I've got somewhere. I'm going to throw down a rope, tie it to yourselves, and...
You throw down the rope, and it gets caught in a gear, and oh no, it's spinning around now! No, your rope is getting munched.
Oh, bugger. Bye, rope. Let me just delete that now.
I will point out that was not a crit fail. A crit fail would have waited until they got on it, and then got caught. No!
Alright, well,
Which I feel would have been like the worst case scenario.
I don't think you have to delete your entire rope. You could probably cut it off and save most of it.
I'm not going to try and retrieve rope.
And so the rope
Plus,
will be mourned.
This is probably ultimately a very simple perception check, because it's not so much looking for a thing as just waiting.
Alright. If you guys are not very good with your flying maneuverability...
I mean, on the plus side, you and Moon Whisper are currently at a fairly stable spot.
Yeah.
That it's not busy trying to throw you off.
Obviously, you guys are not very good with maneuverability. I'm guessing your ability to climb is just as bad. Yay, nay?
Let's just go nay.
I'm going to assume that your climbing isn't as good. Okay.
Well, I was trying to use I was gonna use the wings for a reason. It's just that there's countermeasures to people using their wings, so it seems.
Well, you're in a confined space and you're trying to do sort of finicky movements, so it makes sense.
Well,
I guess so.
just to remind, you literally said you're flying straight up.
Well, you can always look for a path which doesn't revolve you flying directly upwards, which might be easier. You don't have to make a fly check.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, I think we're supposed to Ninja Warrior our way through. Or is that Unbeatable Banzuke? Can't remember which.
Ninja
Huh?
Warrior is always acceptable.
How do you whisper in this again? I always forget.
/W brackets, and then you type in their. I think you type in their character name, just in like kind of brackets that it's all in the player's menu.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to test it.
I have to look up how to whisper every time I run a game with you guys.
Okay, yeah.
God, you've got me yawning.
Oh, no, it's
didn't
spreading.
Unbeatable Banzuke have a jumping puzzle that involved giant gears? I know it was one of those Japanese flooded game shows.
I think mine's which is weird. But that's good to know because I can never
Oh, I did not realize that Duck was literally writing steel, in which case Duck is definitely up there.
Yep.
I mean, I could attempt to jump back down and drag you up, but
Do people need help getting up?
well, we just got to get Silver up. That's all.
Oh gosh.
Do I have anything?
Maybe Silver could use her wings to help her jump up, but not fly straight up.
Yeah, still pretty much the same sort of stuff.
Yeah, I need to see this.
I've only got enlarge Fey, not reduce Fey.
I'm sure that would help.
Yeah, make you big. No, don't do that.
I will stop this tower. My way, big.
Hmm. I don't think I have anything fancy.
This will help, says somebody that sounds like Steel Prism. A rope being pushed towards you.
Who passes me the rope?
You look up towards the rope, and there's another Steel Prism holding a rope out towards you.
Thank you, me.
He gives a soft nod. You do the same.
Duck blushes for now that there are 2 steals.
It's an overload of steel.
It's good to know. I'll be sure to pass on the luck. Good to see your rope didn't get chewed.
Are you are taking the rope?
Yes.
How are you taking the rope?
With my magical grip.
There is like a small little explosion in the air where your magics touch, and he steps back. Oh, I should go. And he turns and he walks off. But you're holding a rope.
Yay. Alright. Then I'm gonna use my investigator ability and pursue a lead to try to find a good place to use the damn rope.
Remember, guys, it becomes awkward when the magic touches.
So +1 with pursuing the lead. I think it was a +1, unless there's anything else I can do to increase it more.
All right. What is your case? The awesome case of the climb tower.
Very much so. Gem checks. Intelligence.
Coming to a bookstore far too close to you.
Alright. Including. Actually, what does this do? You share information with your party. Circumstance bonus equal to my. Presumably the gym. Oh, okay. So I could basically, as a reaction, give everybody the ability to also get my bonus while looking.
How fancy.
All right. Well, there's the second attempt. Have not added a +1.
Okay, you lower a rope. Silver, there's just a rope just kind of dangling in front of your face. Look at the rope.
I honestly don't know. I actually have no idea what to do with a rope being offered.
Grab hold of it. I'll pull you up.
Okay. Silver grabs hold of it.
Or tie it to you. Probably is better.
Oh, yes.
That way you can't fall.
For marlin spikes. Oh well. And she does her best to tie a rope around herself.
I'm pretty sure you could probably use your horn magic for that.
Yes, that would be just fine.
My assumption is that she can't physically tie a rope with her hooves.
Get a hero point, Vet.
Wait, I didn't mean to ask for one from you. Did I click that wrong? I might have clicked that wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought I was asking Steel.
Steel, dude. Okay. I'm just
Steel, you give me athletics.
Okay, I'm just seeing if I. No, that's probably bad.
How do I keep getting rolls for Move Whisper?
I don't
You
know.
are not the one pulling on the rope. Which is probably for the best. Yep. Or is trying to help pull himself up the rope.
Athletics. Oh, probably wasn't supposed to be blind.
No, that really should not be blind, so I will reveal it. Boop.
Oh God. Well, that's definitely getting one of these.
Also, don't forget, if you post a log, you have 2 hero points. Ooh.
Why is it not doing the hero point thing?
Huh? You should be able to just right-click that. Oh, did you put the hero points on your sheet?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Now I'm going to go check on you. Yes, you have 2 hero points. Hooray! Do you want me to do it?
I'm gonna try
Because
one.
it's giving me the option when I right-click it,
Yeah, I can see it, but
and then you left-click it.
all right, go for it.
Click. That was.
Oh, well, I thought I needed to roll the hero point thing before I can.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We should. Oh, yeah. That for some reason that stopped working. Oh my God, why did that stop working?
All right,
right.
I'll just roll a 1d4.
Well, I was gonna say there is a way around that. I know how to do it. I know how to do it, guys. I can do it. Oh, well, my shitty roll has been erased. That works, I think. Yeah.
Yep, that's now a nat 20.
Close. Okay, so you practically just kind of yank Silver up. Whoop. And now there is a Silver. Congratulations, you're at like the first third point.
Oh God! Please tell me this.
The next portion seems to have less gears, but more stuff happening between the gears. Like there are electrical arcs and stabby things.
Okay, I have an idea. I can raise my shield and at least protect you guys from the stabby things.
What's the worst that could happen?
So, if one of you goes through and the worst should happen, I can at least deflect some of the damage.
Alright, so how are you doing this?
I will stand. Well, obviously, I can't help with electricity stuff, but whenever there's a stabby thing, I will stand nearby until everyone's got through to block any hits, and then jump through at the end.
All right. Moon Whisperer, you are jumping. You're doing your ninja thing.
Jumping.
Give me that acrobatics. Do it. Do it. Must do it.
I'm gonna hero point that if it's not good enough.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you if it's good enough. Are you happy with that roll?
I'm gonna hero point it because I'm sure an 18's a failure.
All right, let me roll this thing because it's being a jerk. I really don't know what went wrong with that. But anyway, roll! Shoot, man! My luck!
So 33.
Whee! You just go flying past
That's
it.
a good thing I wrote a log last time.
Boop! And you arrive at the 2/3 point, looking so oh my god, there's actually stairs up here.
All right.
Who would have thought?
Who wants to try next? Duck or
Well,
Silver?
is Duck still riding steel?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't think Duck's rolling.
Okay, Silver.
I mean, all Duck is going to roll is hug. I think that's
Silver.
athletics.
You can either. I'm guessing the only real option is to try and jump through, which will be.
Acrobatics if you're jumping, athletics if you're climbing.
Alright. Which one are you better at, Silver?
Technically athletics.
Athletics.
I would
Right.
I would very greatly prefer to use my wings, but it seems like I can't.
I mean, you can, but that'd still be acrobatics because that's what tricky movements are.
Strike me as tricky, but okay.
Actually, I've got an idea. Can I use my craft ability to see if there is something that will temporarily cause the gears to stop to allow one of us to get through quick enough?
Gwen, I mean, I won't stop you from looking. That should be blind, by the way.
Okay. So
Since this is very, very specifically information gathering.
Yeah. Okay.
You squint. You squint at this stupid tower. There must be a weakness. Okay, so that's connected to that, which is connected to that, which turns on that, which is connected to that, and this spins, and that spins the other way, and they all come together, and shit, which was that? Okay, no, that goes to there. This, then you turn that around twice to get to that, and okay, guys, okay, you're pretty sure you have this figured out. If you could get up there, you could kick a wheel that you're pretty certain would knock things to stop turning, at least until the wheel is put back into place. But you would have to get up there to deliver that smart blow.
All right. Okay, Silver. I'm going to attempt to get up there. Then I should be able to do something which will then hopefully give you an easier route up. So
you know, right now that decade of pain is seeming like a good decision.
Somewhere in the distance, 5 years.
All right. Well, we've gone through the pain now rather than the pain later. All right. Stay here. I'll be back in a jiffy as I begin the climbing process.
All right, give me that athletics and/or acrobatics.
Don't fail me now, dice.
Oh shoot, you're just shooting up. You're climbing like a boss. And
Woohoo.
you are now beside the wheel. That you're pretty certain if you give it a nice, good thwack, would
All right.
make things grind to a halt until it was unkerthwacked.
All right, Silver. Be ready to act because I don't want it to not work for too long. So once
it would be a bad idea. Yeah, having it stay that way too long would probably be bad.
Yeah, so when everything stops, run or move quickly, and then I'll shout when you're through and I'll whack it again. I will give it a thwack.
Flash! And everything stops. And when I say everything, I do mean everything. You look around, but other than your eyes, it's about the only part of you that's moving. Even your heartbeat seems to have come to a complete and total standstill. A pony emerges from a ripple in space or time, could be both. Seems to be kind of scowling at you. I spent so long building this tower, he says somewhat exasperatedly. You just come in here and just start kicking things. He walks up to your frozen form. He leans in, his head almost touching yours. I'm sure you have your reasons. They all have reasons. Whatever. Are you trying to get to the top?
I move my eyes up and down.
Figures. Alright, whatever. Just stop hurting my child. I died for this thing. And he waves up sharply. And you remember having this amazing adventure. Get all those close calls. And woo! You just finally got to the top. And you can hear the symphony of click-clacks as the clock tower moves beneath you. But hey, look, there's the great big windy key.
It's time moving again.
It sure does seem to be. You can hear the clock parts moving around, and your body is moving, so that's good. Yay!
I think I found the cheat code.
And you guys are all at the top, I should point out.
Oh.
I think I broke time, space, and the continuum, and then...
Speaking of which, Duck, at some point, you're not sure when, found an awesome box. Look at that box. It's so pretty. It's probably got stuff in it. Am I out of place for saying that Duck would probably be investigating this box? Duck? Duck?
Duck?
Hmm?
Hey, did you hear any of what I said?
I may have missed it. I apologize.
Okay, so the whole group got yanked up to the top. They could remember all their amazing adventures getting to the top. And now as they're like regaining their composure, wait, when the hell are we? You are by a box that looks like it has treasure in it. And you're like, ooh. And you're about to open it. I'm just making sure I'm not like totally putting out of place that this would be something that you might do.
Back.
So
Duck, you may not want to do that.
I already heard a cookie sound.
Just peeking.
And inside is a clock. A digital clock. And it's counting down. It says, it seems to be reading 20 seconds. 19. 18.
Everyone,
17.
Twist the
16.
clock tower quick, because we need to wind the clock.
15.
Where can I see
14.
somewhere I need to twist the clock?
I mean, the windy part is really obvious. It's just right there, jammed up against the central pillar.
Alright, I will quickly...
Toss the dang box down the clock.
We can't... Okay, when we stop the tower, bad stuff happened. I'm going to quickly wind the...
That box is clearly an explosive. Get rid of it.
13.
That's
don't live in
what
it.
Well,
she said to do.
Well, you guys wanted to keep
11.
She's
I wind the clock. I will grab Duck. Tell Duck, wind clock.
Well, I was gonna say Duck picks up the thing and is just like looking for some place to put it right now, and you've somebody's wind. Is there like a winder on the thing? I'm confused.
There's a winder on the central pillar of the room you're in.
Oh, has that been
Which
wound?
you are now being thrust at. Wind this.
Okay.
I
Well,
will take the bomb, or the thing which is counting down, and
10.
lose it. And
Well, now I can't read the time at you. Okay.
guys, get hold of turn the twisty thing except for Moonwing, and everyone stand away from the chest.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to quickly look at something. No, that'll just make it worse. There's no way I'm going to be able to block this with my shield.
I mean, I think you guys have seen how that ended already.
Yes, we should actually put drop the box down the box with the bomb down the tower, but we seem to be not doing that.
Okay, so we all need to turn the thing, right?
Yes.
Except Moon Whisper.
Alright, so you have turned it?
It has been turned.
Huzzah! An unspecified amount of time remains.
And the duck's just kind of like, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Is there a window?
Yes.
Okay. She casts. Well, I mean, Steel has a shield, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's a steal without a shield?
It's just
Yeah. Silver, wind it quick.
Silver?
Moon Whisper, you might want to use the window.
Yes, I will use the window.
Yeah, I mean, you do want Silver to get her temporal problem fixed, right?
What was that?
Turn the key, yeah.
Yeah. If
Oh,
you turn-
what key is that?
The clock tower key.
You know
Oh,
what you came
okay.
to the clock tower to do to fix yourself?
I had actually forgotten why we were climbing up this tower.
It does the big fix.
To fix your temporal time sickness by
Yeah.
turning the
Okay.
key.
Okay, I guess I turned the key then.
Now
Do
jump out
that.
the window.
And the box explodes! Except it seems to be exploding slowly. No, wait, that's just time kind of slowing down in this extremely dramatic moment. So what are you doing in the slow motion?
Am I
Okay.
moving slowly?
Yes, everything is slow.
Starting to slowly run away from the explosion.
What are you running
Run
to?
away from the explosion, use the window if I have to.
Yeah.
Are you jumping out the window?
Yes.
All right. Steel?
I'm running towards Duck.
Well, where's Duck going?
I have no idea.
Duck.
I'm asking Duck.
Duck saw a big explosion, and in the truest of Duck fashions, cast Globe of Invulnerability on herself, and is already running toward the window.
I'm squinting.
As I jump out the window, would I be able to run down the building Jackie Chan style?
Do you have an ability that lets you do that?
I think that's just an acrobatics roll, right?
That's like a legendary acrobatics feat. Like, I don't think that's a normal thing people do. At least I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you could always try to Jackie Chan run down the window.
I was
But,
asking
it might
if
not
I
end the
could
best.
roll I was asking if I could roll acrobatics to even
I'm pretty certain that falls under the heading of legendary acrobatics. Because that's a pretty legendary acrobatics move. It's literally run down a huge clock tower.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
It is pretty Ghost Rider.
That is not something I expect a random person to do.
I mean, I'm not legendary, but would I be able to even try in the first place?
What are you? What's skill level? Okay, man, I was thinking maybe you throw an expert or a master at me. I was like, come on.
No,
Come
I'm
on,
trained.
man. Come on.
I mean,
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying.
I think what will happen is you can try to do it, but it's going to end in ah!
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much the goal is to mitigate the falling damage from jumping out the window.
You know what? Go ahead and give me your acrobatics check. Do the thing. Also, Duck, your move is confusing
Okay, let me think about my move for a second.
because you're throwing yourself out the window while casting something that doesn't move. And I'm like, wait, these two things do not work together.
Oh yes, this is fair.
I think I'd cancel forget about the spell and just go out the window. Duck can fly, after all.
Hit Steel, please check your DMs just really quick.
Well, I mean, if you're standing there not moving, you're gonna get thrown out the window.
Based.
No, I believe Duck is headed for the window.
Wait, no.
That's what I heard.
I redact my actions here.
Oh. Okay, so Duck is getting thrown out a window.
Yeah. Shining armor cadence style. Let's do it.
Alright, now, Shining. Steel, how are you rescuing yourself?
Is Silver headed towards the window, or hoping?
Yes, Silver, how are you rescuing yourself from the explosion? Duel?
I mean, you could just
Yeah.
fly out. You've got wings.
Okay, I'll do that, I guess.
There are no speeding gears out in the middle of the air. Yay!
Luckily.
Yeah. Alright, so you just jump out. Bye!
Yeah.
This is gonna suck for me.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to raise my shield and hold it up in front of me as I jump out the window.
So when you say in front of you, are you like spinning around so the blast is hitting the shield, or are you using it more like an airfoil?
No, I'm spinning around so the blast hits the shield and hopefully I get flung off.
Alright, so now I'm going to describe what happened. You ready? You guys all ready?
I was going to try it to do a thing, but... okay.
Oh, I thought you already said what you're doing. Okay, what did you want to do?
Well, I was thinking of just grabbing Steel and jumping out the window, opening the wings, and kind of just trying to glide.
Can you support Steel's weight? I believe a medium creature is, what, 5 bulk?
Okay. I'm
going to...
I have a lot of stuff on me.
The answer... I think the answer is yes.
Oh, 6. Medium is 6. So, if you had 6 more bulk, where would your bulk be? That's the question.
I'm also carrying 7 bulk worth of stuff.
I do believe for people, they just count whatever your bulk is, not necessarily all the stuff that you're carrying.
Okay.
Yes, I could. That is within my maximum bulk.
Okay, so you would become encumbered, but not over encumbered. Like, to the point of no moving.
Correct.
Alright, which is good enough for gliding purposes. Alright, now are you all ready for me to describe the madness?
Sure.
Okay, so the explosion is coming towards the window. Duck takes off. Somewhere below, another set of you sees Duck fly away from the explosion. Curious.
Well, Steel kind of threw her out, so yeah.
Well, the people from the ground couldn't see that.
Yeah, okay, fair.
They could not see that. As far as they knew, you flew out from the window. Moon Whisper. Actually, no. I'll do Silver next. Silver comes out holding onto Steel with all 4 legs as they go lazy gliding down. Whee!
I don't like flying.
Moon Whisperer comes flying out, but instead of going all the way down the tower to horrible pain, they actually grab the ledge, and the explosion goes over them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they're left just kind of dangling on the window. Oh god. But they're in one piece. That's all that matters, right?
Right.
And the explosion goes out violently. It does not get sucked back in like the first time you saw it.
Oh, I need.
But
help
it does
here.
wash out.
Oh, I need help here.
A smooth
seem to
whisper
get
is just
down.
dangling. Dangle, 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 dangle.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you to roll athletics to pull yourself up, but...
Okay. After putting, I feel like after setting Steel down, can Silver try to can return to try to get Moon Whisper onto her back or something?
Yeah, I mean, there's no complicated flying involved there. You can very easily just fly up, grab Moon Whisper, give them the biggest hug, and bring them back to the ground.
Yes.
There, you have all reached the ground, unless Duck is just enjoying their flight.
Ah!
She's just floor quacking.
Whee!
Yeah. She flies for an indefinite amount of time.
For a certain amount of time, there's flying. But on the bright side, hey, you got rid of that time stuff. Yeah.
We only had to get almost crushed by gears, break time, blow stuff up, and now we've lost a duck.
I mean, did you really lose Duck? Duck just went to a better place. Quack.
Quack.
I don't think you broke time for the whole world. I think you just stopped time in Tempest.
And then she remembers that her steel is back there. Oh gosh, and she starts fluttering back. And she almost flutters to the wrong steel because the other steel is below her. She goes, oh no, not that one, not that one. She goes over.
Three steals.
Too many steals. Oh god.
Blushy, 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 blushy. Let's start to be praised. There he is. Hug.
Anyway, congratulations, guys. You made it through an adventure in Tempest. Good job. I mean, like, if we had an achievement system, I would totally be giving one out.
I am so
We call
confused.
those level ups. Alright.
No.
Dang it.
It is disappointing to me that nobody has made an achievement module yet. Like, come on, guys. That's low-hanging fruit.
I mean, you'd probably do it. No, you probably won't work with the quests.
No. I mean, the best I could do would be to make, like, a weird item that I could then throw down for you to pick up. Achievement. But in either event, I'm assuming you go back home, now cured of your various time sicknesses. Yay!
I hope you didn't regret joining us at Moon Whisper.
Well, Keith.
Well,
that sure was silly, wasn't it?
What even was this time sickness? All I know is that we were told we had to go into this place and do a thing for reasons.
Well,
Everybody who was sensitive to time could look at you and go, "Wow, you're messed up."
yeah. I mean, was you there when the Fae told us to stay away from the First World portal?
I don't think I was.
All right. If you weren't, then when we travelled through the forest, the Fae who protect the First World Portal told us to stay away from it, as if we went too close to it, bad shit could happen. And if we didn't have that sort of warning and we interact with something else, we could have, I don't know, broken all of time for all I know. So fixing it is also a good thing. So, and
Which you did! Hooray for personal quests!
Well, I'm glad good things happened.
Was that on the quest log?
I don't think we actually put fix our time sickness on there.
I see how it is.
As it only occurred to me to fix it when Tempest showed up, and I hadn't logged in since.
Oh, yeah, that place! I will point out that I actually wasn't really thinking about you guys when I decided Tempest was there. It just happened to work out because my brain's weird.
I think Tempest showed up just because of a random roll on the table.
Well, it was just like, you found something neat. And I was like, something neat. Oh, Tempest. Tempest would be really neat. And that was like the extent of my thought.
I don't really know what Tempest is, other than we go here to fix a thing.
Tempest is a city that's in the core book. That is a place that is disjointed from time.
I see.
It's on the west coast of the kingdom.
Yes. Although, not anymore, because everything got thrown all over the place.
Yeah.
Downtime. You guys want to do that? Duck, you look eager. What do you want your downtime to be?
Talking about the wonderful,
What?
wonderful things that she saw forever and ever, and eating tomatoes and giving hugs, and oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I mean, the tomato's probably gone in the first hour, but you can keep doing all the other stuff, and that is fine. Steel!
Yes.
Downtime. What do?
I think. Let me think. I was in the process of fixing up the house we got, and I think Duck still wants to visit her duck friend.
Oh yes, very much. And she is telling every single person in this tavern and everybody else she knows that she's gonna be a mom. And she is very excited, and she's spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning.
What's the worst that could happen?
So,
All right,
yeah.
Silver. Downtime. What do?
Well, if there is more to gain by it, more meditative time with High Sakura.
All right, you are going to master the ways of fire punches. You're
Yeah.
working on it anyway. Moon Whisper. Downtime. What do?
You know, I'm really trying to find something to do.
So sit down. I can't tell Duck to sit down. They literally just keep. No, even Steel won't. Sit still now.
Well,
We're square
Do you-
dancing, get it?
do you like have a skill you could use to make money, or?
I have
if-
Perform and I have Bargain Hunter, and I'm better with Bargain Hunter.
Just to remind, a bunch of bones were found. You can use Arcana to make money. Ooh.
Don't have
It-
Arcana.
Oh, well, never mind then.
I will try Bargain Hunter, though,
Give me that
which
diplomacy
I'm
roll.
an expert at.
Oh, it's a 22. Okay, what the hell is?
I'm gonna hero point that.
Oh no! Okay, well, you're gonna want me to roll it, aren't you? I see how it is. Roll.
It's not letting me roll it. Oh. So it's a reroll.
Roll. Jenkins.
Yeah, Bargain Hunter lets me use diplomacy
for
to
Pete's
make
sake.
money.
That's not better. I mean, you get your hero point back, but it's the end of the session, so that's not very helpful. Okay, so that is that. So you get that times that equals 3.5 gold for you.
Yeah, I'm an expert in diplomacy.
You get 3.5 gold.
The cycle is broken. No.
Wait,
I'm assuming-
what happened?
Oh,
We were
just start.
we were square dancing. Don't worry about it.
Would us visiting our friendly neighborhood duck yield anything? I doubt it. Just other than keeping her company.
Well, I mean, what are you trying to talk about? Or is it just like, hi?
Oh,
Which I
Most-
imagine is at least half of it.
yeah.
not
I mean,
fair.
I think it's. I don't think we're trying to really do anything to gain information. Just be friendly and chatting and finding out about her.
Well, fair enough. So then she will weave a tale for you. You see, she says, wobbling a hoof at you. You should just be a regular
It's not
pony.
letting me enter the gold.
3 more gold and 5 more silver.
I mean, I know how much it is, but it's not letting me enter it.
Okay,
Is
I
it
don't
saying-
know what you're specifically doing.
Foundry's kind of acting weird at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I still don't know what you're actually doing. You have not added it yet, right? Oh, no, it looks like your money just changed.
Just do it.
Yeah.
All
for
right,
some reason,
you're good to go.
Foundry's really lagging at the moment.
It do be a little
Yeah,
laggy.
it was repeatedly crashing for me before I logged out.
In any case, go ahead and say bye.